Hey, Eric Leamy here. You're watching my YouTube show in which my sentimental thoughts come from my heart, also where my mental oddball shenanigans are coming from my brain. It's EML77 TV episode 558. What's going on, everybody? A little break from the Get These Thumbs to bring you some huge news that the WWE, they usually do this around this time. They have a lot of releases, and they release some superstars earlier than this. Where is it? So I did write down a list of people. As you know, Luke Harper is gone, and he's now in AEW under Brody Lee. The Revival's been released as well. That's got Dawson Dash Wilder. Jazzy Gabbert's been released earlier on as well. Sin Cara was let go. Matt Hardy was let go earlier on. Neville obviously was let go a couple of years ago. But there's some new names that's been released by the WWE. They had to cut a lot of people. Producers have been furloughed except for Kurt Angle. He has been released outright. He's one of the recent names. Drake Maverick's been released. So these three matches that you can see in the Cruiserweight tournament, it seems like he's going to be advancing a lot in the Cruiserweight tournament. Will be his last three matches on NXT. I'm hoping he comes back to the WWE if they decide to resign him. If not, I know there's going to be lots of great talents out there. Okay, EC3 has been released. Aiden English, Sarah Logan. So that means this match on Raw against Shayna Baszler. That did not last long because she got hurt. Was her last. Kurt Hawkins and Heath Slater also got released. Luke Gallows, Eric Rowan, and Carl Anderson got released too. Eric Young got released. The Canales, Mike and Maria got released. Scott Dawson. No, I already mentioned Scott Dawson, but Leo Rush was released. Jazzy Gabbert was released earlier on. Zack Ryder, another person that we did not expect to get released, got released. No Way Jose got released. NXT standout who did not appear on NXT TV. Alexander Jaksic was also released. Lance Storm, a producer with the company, was released along with Finlay. Shane Helms, the Hurricane, was released as well. Sin Cara was released a few months ago. Matt Hardy was released. Rusev was another name that was released. And Deonna Purrazzo. There might be more names added. We don't know who is going to be released. I'm going to check the Twitter of Sean Ross and see if he comes up with anything. It is a heartbreaking time. I know it's been a lot. And and just looks like it has been a tough year for a lot of folks for the WWE right now. My heart goes out to them and to the talent there, including Drake Maverick, who made a tearful speech, and it was really tough on him. And it's going to be something. Trying to. Okay, Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful.com. And it is something to Primo and Epica Cologne got released as well. A lot of people. I'll tell you what. Like I said, we're living in a uncertain time. An uncertain situation. A lot of people have been blaming a lot. Like everybody's like doing the finger pointing and blaming and all that. And I don't know who to believe and who and what's going on, and it is sad. And it's sad, but we gotta make sure, and it's tough that because of this whole thing, not a lot of independent promotions are doing anything. So it's gonna be tough on these released superstars to do anything at the moment. But once the stay-at-home edict gets lifted up, I personally believe that hopefully these people will land somewhere. And it isn't easy to accept situations like this, to be honest. And and it's gonna be like this throughout the whole year, basically. We don't know what's gonna happen, you know. And it's a business just like everything else. I mean, but the WWE is trying to not only save a lot of money. I know a lot of people are hating on Vince and the McMahon family and all that. It's just the business is like, am I going to hate on the Dartmouth Mall if they decide to let me go and to fire me? No, I'm not. Listen, I always, if they end up doing that when everything gets back to normal, so to speak, then I can understand why they would do, because they're not making whole enough money, and because of this whole thing, it could really, I'm not saying they fired me, they laid me off, but it's just they're hoping it's temporary, and yeah, it's been this is the fourth week, almost a month now, since I've been not working, and yeah, it is tough, and it's tough to find a job anywhere else because I can't go out and I can't go out, and not a lot of places are open and everything else, so it's going to be, it's going to be a challenge. So I'm going to try to do the right thing. I'm hoping to get back to my job at the mall. If they decide to let me go, then I'll just find something else. Probably the only the couple of good things about not working at the mall anymore at this point, if that seems to be, would be I don't have to worry about working on Thanksgiving, or I don't have to be forced to come in and shovel snow or sleep over at the mall. That could be the only two good things about it. So, but I do miss working at the mall, especially in spring and summer. I would have no issues except for rain, except for the rain. I don't like it when it rains at all. I always, but like I said, it has not been easy to deal with, but at the same time, I felt like telling the year 2020, hey, up your nose with a rubber hose, and basically that's what I think, but I'm not going to put I'm sick and tired. I don't want to talk about the whole pandemic thing. I don't want to talk about, anything negative and sad, but I know we're all wrestling fans and we love these people and we cheer for them. EC3 got released and everything else. What the sad part about this whole the whole thing is that like I said, mostly indie promotions are not doing anything because of this pandemic, and it's hard for these guys to land on their feet somewhere, and and most of the producers have been furloughed. Finley, Lance Storm, Shane Helms. Finley has been vital to the women's division in the WWE. So I'm kind of hoping that they furloughed Finley to help to retain him, and because they know, hopefully they realize, Sarah Stock has been released as well. But it's great to see that people are trying to say, "Listen, we're going to get back on his feet," and just and it's really sad. And and we had a person that a person that it's something that it's something that what really bothers me seriously is when Mike Kanellis made Kanellis Mike Kanellis was is tweeted this is before he got released, by the way, and And here I am reading his tweet because Mike Canales. I've known him. I watched him wrestle. I watched him wrestle. When I saw him wrestle live, and at the WEML-TV Festival earlier in my, and just it's something that we and I appreciate, he was known as Miracle Mike Bennett and all. I'm going to try. I'm just focusing on something. I'm going to try, because I'm following some people. Nothing personal. I want to make sure I get room. You can't follow over 5,000 people. Mike Bennett. I'm going to, he tweeted something. And let's see. Good morning, world. It's amazing. And and let's see. Yeah, I think he was touched by something. My daughter just grabbed my face with two hands and said, "I love you, Dad. If you need me, I'll be the grown man crying in the corner." And Dale Arnold, you should know, I know the feeling. And somebody disrespectful by the name of I bet you to the one, America's Sweetheart. Let me go back. America's Sweetheart. And yeah, America's Sweetheart at the Andrew 804 on Twitter. And he is basically just trashing Mike Canales and now Mike Bennett for being a drug addict back in the day. And I was like, he says addicts are bad people. And I said it depends on what you're addicted to, but it also means that no one is perfect. Not you, not me, not Mike Canales, not anybody. I think instead of bashing people, you should take a look in the mirror before you judge others next time. This is not the time to be a hater, which is very true. People that are addicted need help. People being addicted. Listen, I felt like I'm addicted to things myself, but I'm trying to keep my head strong and I do have responsibilities in my life. I need to deal with, like paying my car insurance bills, like going to work, and all that. Right now, given the current circumstances, can't do that right now. So I'm trying to hang in there, be strong, and just do my thing that I always do best, and that is work hard, earn respect. And doing this, yeah, I feel like I'm addicted to the internet, but I'm trying to use it in a good way, and communicate with a positive attitude, to be creative on a lot of things. Try to do stuff like the Get These Thumbs episode I've been doing and all. So I'm trying to keep my head straight and not look at the news and everything else. And so I'm trying to not snap at trolls per se, but trying to be like a voice of reason, so to speak. So this person's like, telling, addicts are bad people, I'm like, hey, what are you doing? What am I doing? Like, hey, what are you doing? You know, you know. So, mm. And so people disrespecting others. Um, that's why I say, hey, listen, you know, like I said, and and I'm not, it's one of those things where, hey, um, listen, it's like it is now. It's not. Listen, it's, you can't just and just it's like we can't Pat Buck's been released as well. I forgot to tell you that. Um, mm, mm. And it's been it has been tough. Life has been and just it's there's a lot of people going to be released, and a lot more people, and just mm. And it's going to be real tough for wrestling the next few days, and I'm hoping that everybody gets back on their feet again. Once everything gets once everything's lifted, I know nothing is going to be the same if even if we get back to normal, um, so to speak. Nothing's going to be the same again, obviously. So it's going to be you know, and we want to. I want to thank all those superstars that I named that got released. Thank you for entertaining us the best way you know how. Leo Rush, especially Leo Rush, was one of the greatest talents ever. Man, the guy can do it all, and cuts promos. He flies around the ring. He was a cruiserweight champion, so I'm very happy that he got accomplished that. And it's something to uh, admire. What else there? What else is there? I really don't know what to say other than best of luck to those superstars. Um, I pray that they do get back on their feet some way, or keep themselves busy during this time, and that way when everything gets lifted, as far as stay at homes and the openings start to come back up. Um, this I know it will be a different time. I think all this is over. I think a few years from now it's going to be so different. It's not really funny. Well, right now we got to worry about one day at a time, and worry about what we got to do as people. And so I'm encouraging everyone to um, hold your heads up high, stay mentally afloat. Listen, if somebody comes after you, I don't defend people as much. You know, it's like, because everybody's going to say, oh, you're just not getting after the match. No, no, no. I'm being respectful. I'm being respectful towards the person. I'm being respectful, trying to be respectful towards you. I always tell people, hey, listen, it's not the time to be bashing people at all. We need to lift each other up, encourage each other. And that's what we need to do. Spread some positivity and light instead of being negative. Yeah, these superstars, they lost their job. For some, it's their dream job. I mean, Zack Ryder, I was shocked, over 15 years. Mike Chioda was a referee for 31 years in the WWE, and they released him. And that's since 1989. That's how far, company been a long time. And my heart goes out to these superstars that have been released. Rusev. I was starting to like Rusev. I liked Rusev Day. And you know what, though? I think, to me, Rusev Day is now just a meaning for me. Rusev Days make it your day. So, if you're having a good day, you're having a Rusev Day. That's what I want to say about that point. My heart does go out to those superstars that have been released, and there'll be a lot more talent being released. I'm hoping that the WWE can survive, and hopefully new rivalries coming in, new opportunities come in, and I'm looking at the list of those WWE superstars that got recently released. I can realize I could change one of my teams in the Western Conference in my Big League Slugger baseball to put these in there. That means I had to remove a couple of superstars from the New Haven, Manhattan teams as well to make a new team. And I'm probably going to do that with the All Power Rangers Super Sentai team and morph that over and change the name of the team from the Sonics to the Scrappers. And that's what I'm about to do. Possibly when I'm done here. Probably it depends on how long I have. We're in the middle of April, so we're looking at probably this weekend. I'll probably look at it this weekend to do that, and to bring. I figured I can do that. And there'll be another wrestling team to be put up, and I'm thinking about doing a New Japan type team as well. And I'm going to find out who is in New Japan, write down their names, and I'll probably put the wrestling conference, in the Western Conference team, for goodness sakes. That's a whole lot of ideas are now springing through my head as I speak here. Good Lord, have mercy on my soul. So I may be really excited to do that project over again. It's going to be something else to do. Going to be totally awesome. 1, 2, 3. So there's a lot to think about, a lot to do, and we're going to find out who. I'm going to find out more if anybody's been released and everything else, and write down their names. And I know it's like I said, it's been very, very tough times, and I'm trying to put a smile on everyone's faces. So I figured I'd let you guys know what's up. We'll see what happens. So again, to the superstars that have been released, I'm sorry, and I hope that you land on your feet somewhere when all is said and done. I know this is going to be difficult for a lot of you folks, for a lot of folks out there. And a lot of people are upset with the WWE. There's a lot of hate towards, you shouldn't hate the WWE. It's a business just like everything else. But if you're all going to be internet wrestling marks, and hate on the WWE because they released some great talent and all, and they have utilized it, then I don't know what to say. If you're a true wrestling fan, you'd be a fan of WWE, Impact, Ring of Honor, AEW, of all forms of wrestling. Yeah, I mainly watch WWE. But it's hard for me to keep up, especially with NXT and AEW on Wednesday nights. It's hard to go back and forth with that channel. So, but the good thing about the internet is I can watch these shows I didn't watch later on. You know what I mean? I can watch on New Japan, and I've watched New Japan. Women wrestling. I like that. So it's going to be very, very tough nowadays. We're going to find out what's going on as far as wrestling is concerned and everything else. And it's already 6:30 p.m. Time is flying fast, let me tell you. So I don't know what to say, except hope everyone that has been released lands on their feet somewhere, and hopefully somebody utilizes their talent. That's all the time we have on the show, and once again, God's blessings, life, and love to all of you guys out there. And hang in there. Just keep following the protocol. We're going to get through this. It's not going to be easy, I know a lot of people, get upset about our government. They say they want to open back up the economy and everything else. We got to get back on our feet and make money somehow. We got to get back on our feet somehow and get things. We got to show the rest of the world that we're resilient. Yeah, there is an invisible virus out there. As long as we protect ourselves and the problem is there's people out there having this attitude of, oh, we don't care about this virus, and that's a problem. And then they end up getting sick, and and you won't wonder why. You know, that's the problem. It's all y'all, all you. It's not our government's fault. It's all of you. This is why, all of us. This is why. For those who stayed inside, for those who have been doing whatever the heck they want to do, despite all this going on, it's all your fault. All right, you're gonna be disrespectful like that. You know. You can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. We gotta do what we gotta do, and what we can flatten the curve. That's what we need to do. Stay home. You want to complain? Here's an idea. Stay your butts home yourselves, and not worry about a thing. All right. Peace. I'm out of here. See if I can try to get something to eat and all that good stuff, and because they haven't called me for dinner, I want to know what's going on there. So I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful day.